Well, guys, it's a delight to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Big House. I enjoyed the romanticism of the film, especially that these guys have, you know, a very scientific job, you know, doctors and architects, and here they are in a quantum relationship. That must have been fun for you. Tell us more.
Yeah, I mean, I liked that aspect of the story. I mean, my character was kind of open to the experience. But I don't know if
I wasn't that. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't that open to it. Who I played wasn't, and then I ended up being the same way and fighting everything. But it was good. You know, you need to question everything, and it helped. You know, I figured if I'm having a rough time, I'll just switch it over to the character and let her live with it. But he was far more open than I was.
Yeah, and the idea of being 2 years apart, in a way, I mean, what we hope from this for people from the story is that in a way becomes, as one of the characters in the film says, just a detail, and that hopefully their relationship together will kind of supersede any questions of, like, how did this happen, and, you know, how is she and who is he, and, you know, hopefully that just them being together will answer all the questions, but maybe not.
Well, you know, it transcends time. It's a kind of, like, you know, very romantic idea that love transcends time. That's
Yeah.
quite nice.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's been asking you how has it been working together again, but how has it been hardly working together again, I guess, on shoots, and
Yeah.
probably giggling and discussing the story off shoots?
There wasn't any
Yeah.
giggling.
No giggling. No
Kind of. No, you're right.
There wasn't
No.
really any giggling.
Well, no.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I mean, I'd like to have been in more scenes with him and worked with him more, but that maybe that just gives us a chance to do it again in something else, you know. But for this story, it was absolutely perfect, and I don't think I could have done this kind of story with anyone else. I mean, I know I couldn't have. This story means what it means to me because of him, and that's what you want, you know.
The answering the why is kind of tough. I mean, there's a lot that's in there. I mean, I think if you know of our work, you know, I think somehow that helped. I mean, it doesn't help, but I mean, you can bring that to this story in a way, because you kind of want them to be together, you know, which kind of helps. And so I think our history in the roles in the piece is good.
Is there a sense, you know, when there's a sense of ease between you guys because you've known each other for such a long time, is there also a sense of honesty by saying, you know, today I don't think I was that good, today, or
like
is there
that?
a sense
yeah.
of honesty between you?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I hope you never say that to me.
Well,
Hope you're not that honest. I hope you always say I'm good. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, it's just more like, okay, so we would do sometimes, what did you think of that? Well, how was that for you? And what was, you know,
But we're
how did
both
that
pretty
feel?
hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think the other one can feel it out. And
Yeah.
But it's also, I mean, we're not that comfortable with each other that it makes it, I don't know, I think it's always good to have a little nervousness and a little uncertainty that you don't always know what's going to, and especially in the situation with us in the film that we don't always know, and I like it that way. You know, it keeps me on my toes, definitely.
Well, you said yesterday that this story you read a little bit like a novel. You know, when you read a novel, you kind of dream it as well. Is it the same for stories like that? You know, when you're in such a romantic story, does it get to you?
Oh, yeah. Me, definitely.
Yeah.
If it's good, yeah. I mean, if all the elements come together, if who you're working with, if the way that it's shot, you get lost in this sort of dreamy world and making it real. And
nature of the work, too, right? You're thinking about it, daydreaming
and
about
there's some hard scenes in this thing where they're just, you have to go to some places that aren't particularly happy, pretty places, and you just, you know, it makes you conjure all kinds of things come up with that. But if you have a good safety net in your director and in your co-stars and in your crew, it makes it a lot easier. Yeah.